Hey everyone, Omar the Aries here, and I am bringing you my video review of the Power Rangers Super Megaforce Wild Force Red Lion Zord. Alright, took me a while to get a hold of this thing because my local stores didn't have it in stock. I ended up having to order it off of toysrus.com, but I got it, and it's cool, so let's take a look at it. Okay, so before I continue, I do want to apologize if you hear any creaking. I'm actually sitting on an old wooden chair, and it's very loud. What I've decided to do here is show you it in the pieces and put it together into the Red Lion, and then we'll continue on from there. And the first thing I want to note here is on the Red Wild Force Ranger key. Out of the box, this thing came really, let me show you this here. I got a piece of paper wedged in here because it won't stay closed. And this came just like this out of the box. It just will not stay closed. So I have to take like a piece of paper and wedge it, close it, and that actually holds it together. I'm not sure if it's just this figurine, this set, or if this is common throughout all of the Red Wild Force Lions, but yeah, the Red Ranger key won't stay closed, so I have to insert paper to hold it. So we'll put the key to the side. We'll take a look at that later. So let's put this together into the Lion mode. Now I do want to tell you that these feet, the bottom of the feet, they do come off, and the only reason that they come off is to take it out of the packaging. The way it is with the plastic molding that holds it in the box, you have to pull the feet off to get the whole entire figure out of the plastic. Other than that, there's no other reason for these feet to come off. Once you've taken it out of the box, if you don't ever plan on putting it back in the box, you will never ever take these feet off again. And as you can see, the basic color scheme is red and gold with some silver accents, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do here is take these two pieces, and this will just snap in there, and as you can see, it forms a Fire Smasher, the Red Samurai Ranger's Fire Smasher. So again, red and gold with silver accent for the blade. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the lion head, which you can clearly see the Red Samurai Ranger symbol on there. The Japanese version of this figure actually had these stored away. You had to turn the dial on Go-Kaio to reveal these symbols, but on this one we don't get the turn dial, so the symbols are present in the lion mode. And we're going to take the Fire Smasher, and there's only one way this will fit in here, just like that. It won't fit in any other way. We'll put this over here. We're going to attach these to where they go, and they will only fit on the appropriate leg, so you can't mix match these. So there you go. Now, the way to put these on here is on these foot. There's this little red peg, and then there's the connector bit. So this peg is going to go into this hole first, and then with a little bit of pressure, get it to stick on there. And just repeat that for the other side. There we are. And this next bit here is kind of weird. I believe this is very unique to the US version of this figure. The what will end up being the samurai helmet for the Legendary Megazord. You're going to take the crest, which comes off. You're going to stick it upside down into the helmet, and then there's this little tab back here. This is a little tricky. This little camera's kind of not going to pick it up because of bad lighting, sorry about that, but there's a little connector here. You have to put this on. Okay, that wasn't that hard. The first time I did this, it was difficult to put the helmet on, but there you go. And then you attach the legs like so. The one with the yellow is going to go on the right side, and the one with the pink is going to go on the left side. And yeah, don't be surprised if the helmet comes loose. Come on. Yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of a pain to line it up and get it connected. Alright, I'm going to do this off camera. Okay. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And then lastly, you take this weapon piece, and on the back you've got two little tabs. That's just going to connect here. And here we have the red lion, the red Wild Force lion. It comes with two missiles. One I dropped on the floor and it's going to stay there. This is unique to the US mode, or the US version. The Japanese version I don't think had this. What you do is you plug the missile in, and then you take a Ranger key, which we'll use the red Wild Force Ranger, and you just push it down in here, and it fires the missile. So that, I believe, is one of the unique features that the US version has over the Japanese version. And oh, by the way, this has wheels. It rolls, and we'll get to that for the next mode. He does have an attack mode, which again I believe is strictly unique to the US version of this figure. What you're going to do is you're going to remove the tip of the tail, and right on top of the head there's a tab. So this is going to go right on, kind of giving him like a shark fin type of deal here. And you're going to pull the crest off of the helmet, and right in the head there's this little tab that recesses into the head when this goes in. And I pulled the damn back legs off again, which is annoying. Hold on, let's see if I could do this on camera. Okay. And basically it rolls and it's got an attack. Don't know what the name of this attack is because, again, it's only unique to the US Bandai USA version of this figure. Never actually done on the show. And you can't use this mode combined with the Legendary Megazord, which we will show you the first combination. The first combination that aired in, I think it was called the Rangers Alliance or something, like some weird pun on a lion like that. And so to do that, we'll go ahead and put the tail back. Return the crest to the back of the figure. And we will bring in the Legendary Megazord. Let me readjust the camera here just slightly. Okay. So, the first combination that was used is for the Wild Force version of this figure. And basically what you do is you're going to remove the pink and the yellow. For both the Wild Force and the Samurai version of this combination, we won't be using these at all. These will just put them to the side. And right on top, sorry about that, right on top of the Wild Force Megazord here, there's these two holes which you will attach the Legendary Megazord to, and sometimes it's easier said than done, but there you go. And there is the first combination. Take a little look, and I'm sorry for the poor lighting here. I know it's casting a shadow on one side. I don't really like this mode at all. I actually like the Samurai version better, which we'll show you in a second, but basically it's just, I believe he blasts some type of a charge out of his mouth to stun the giant version of whatever monster they're fighting, and then he just charges right through them. And that's it. It's kind of like a centaur type of deal, except you've got the head down here. But I'll be honest, I don't really like this combination. It just doesn't look right. It looks weird to me. So let's get him into his samurai form. And in order to do that, you actually do have to remove the Legendary Megazord first. And what we're basically going to do is pull this one into its individual pieces. So you'll take this off. And I dropped the missile, and this missile I will pick up. And then pull off the legs. Take the leg off the back. Remove the helmet. Split that off. And then on the helmet, we're going to flip the crest around, turning it into kind of like the Samurai Megazord's helmet. We're going to take the Legendary Megazord and remove his weapons. Remove the helmet. We won't be using this for this mode. And let's get him attached. So you'll take the leg, which has the green samurai symbol, and that'll be his right leg. The other one, not sure how well the camera's going to pick this up, but it is blue for the blue Samurai Ranger. That'll go there. And you're going to come to these shoulders, and you're going to take these, this one you need to move that out of the way. You're going to take these Zord builder ports and reveal them. And you're going to take the hind legs. This one has the pink Samurai Ranger symbol. That's going to go on the right arm. The yellow Samurai Ranger symbol, that'll go on the left arm. Open up the chest. The head with the red Samurai Ranger symbol is just going to go into the chest and push it until it clicks. And then lastly, we're going to take the helmet and put that there. And here we have the Samurai Legendary Megazord. Or I believe that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Yeah, I do prefer this mode, honestly, over the Wild Force version. But it's just this bothers me. These legs sticking out. This was not on the. This isn't show accurate, obviously. It's, you know, Bandai America not having the dial. What's the word I'm looking for? The dial feature on here. The dial gimmick. So you're using Zord builder ports to get these hind legs sticking out of his shoulders, which to me just isn't too visually appealing. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool figure. I do like this mode a lot. Now, again, US exclusive. You could actually stick the missile in its mouth, and using a Ranger key, stick the key into the back, and when you turn it, it fires the missile. So that's actually pretty cool. That you at least get something that the Japanese counterpart, or the main, I wouldn't even say counterpart, the main part didn't have. Another thing is, of course, he has two weapons. One of them is supposed to represent the swordfish fencer mode from Super Samurai, and then of course the other one is the huge gigantic fire smasher. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this section, this part here, which was on the back of the shoulders, and the first thing I like to do is I like to take the sword that doesn't have the hilt on it, because I found that this sword only fits into one of these slots. The other one, it's really loose. Let's see here. This may be the slot that it fits in. No, this is it. This is really loose, and it won't stay. It just won't stay in here. So I start with this one. I find out where it needs to go. It's tight in here. And I think this is actually supposed to be turned like that. And then this one goes on the other side, facing like that. They should be facing the opposite ways. And in the show, he wields it with his right hand, which I find very difficult to get this thing to even go into the hand. I'm not even gonna, it's really hard because you've got this little piece that, zoom in here, this little piece that sticks out, and it makes it very difficult for this to fit in the hand. It's not gonna go. So what you know what, I think I'm actually doing this wrong. The instructions actually say you have to pull one part off. Yeah, I was doing it wrong. You have to pull one part off and then adjust it so that you could put this back on. And that's how he's supposed to hold it. You have to take one half of it off. And it's a pretty interesting weapon. I like the fact that he doesn't actually incorporate his weapons into this mode. So that's pretty cool. And one other thing, which again, this is exclusive to the USA version is this can actually be wielded in his left hand. Something I don't think that the Gokaiyo was able to do, because I don't believe this split off. I don't have Gokaiyo yet. I am at some point going to get him, but I don't believe this was able to come apart. So I believe this is US exclusive. You could actually take this and put it into his left hand, which again I think I put in the wrong way. Nope, I had it the right way. No, I didn't. I had it the wrong way. And there we go. So you can put it in his left hand, and with being able to put it in his left hand, he is actually able to dual wield both of his weapons, which will bring me to the giant fire smasher. I have one problem with this weapon here, and that is that this handle that he's supposed to wield it by, and this skinnier piece here can only be put into this hand. This will not, it's too wide of a fit to go into this hand. It won't fit. So this can only be wielded in his right hand. But the problem is this is like that PVC plastic, I believe they call it is, very soft. And when he's holding it, the fire smasher is actually heavy. So after a while, it starts to bend it. And if you're a person like me who likes to display their toys in a shelf or some other type of display case, and you want to display him in this mode, when he holds this weapon for a long period of time, this thing is going to droop like this. It's going to end up bending, and I don't even know how hard it would be to put that back after a long period of time being bent. So we'll put this in his hand here, and you'll see that it's going to start. Yep, there it is. It's starting to droop on him there. And the problem with this is that with this piece on his shoulder, he can't lift the arm all the way up without having to pull this piece off. So you won't be able to get this to stand straight up, so that you don't have the gravity pulling down on this end as much. So you may not want to have him displayed with the fire smasher, because I mean it's already starting to bend. I'm not even sure how well the camera's going to pick this up, but it's already starting to get a nice bend on it. That's my only concern. All in all, I really do like the the Wild Force line. Most for the fact that you do get 2 play modes out of it, instead of just having it like the what is it, the the Delta Runner and the Magi Dragon only having their dragon form and then the form with this, or the Delta Runner form and then the form with this. This one actually has the lion, then you can have the Legendary Megazord mixed in with the lion, and then you can turn it into the Samurai, which I'll be honest, the Samurai series is like my second favorite series so far. First series, of course, is the one that I started with, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But Samurai is by far my second favorite Ranger series. So I do like the fact that this incorporates the Samurai as well as the Wild Force. And I'll be honest, I've never seen anything of Wild Force yet. And I'll get to it eventually, but alright, I'm going to take this out because that's bothering me, that it's starting to bend. I'll just show you here. It was in his hand for a while and it's bent. So I don't want to break this. Take that out. My only complaint though, to be honest, is that we're not using the pink and the yellow. Oh, don't fall. I just don't like when, you know, a combination requires you to lose pieces of the main Zord. That's another reason why I like Samurai. And pretty much all of the combinations, you really don't lose anything. It's not the first time that it's happened, though, and obviously it won't be the last time. But that's just one drawback for me. I'm just a little upset that, you know. And it's always like the pink and the female rangers that they get left out of these combinations. So we lose them. But in all, we still gain an awesome mode. And one thing you can also do, the instructions say to leave that in there. And if I believe on the show, this little plank is left in here. But if you want, you could take it out. It really makes no difference. I just personally like to leave it in just so I don't lose it. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video review of the Super Megaforce Wild Force Red Lion. And just a little note, I do toy reviews as well as walkthroughs for video games and playthroughs. So if that's something you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And you know, leave a like and a comment, because that helps me out a little bit. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.